Hello friends, this is Raj Sastry from Raj Option Trading. Today is July 3rd, 2022. Hope you're all doing well. In today's segment, we'll quickly recap the market first half of 2022 and see what stocks and ETFs you can buy. So with that, let's start with the ETF and see which ETFs have done well in 2022 and which have not done well. So with that, look, I got a chart here from TC 2000. As you can see here, top of the list we got XLF here. XLF has got a nice volume in yesterday. As you can see here, $77.3 million traded here. And look, I typically try to look at exponential moving average, 5-day and 10-day. Look, we got right here EMA 5 and 10-day EMA. So that typically gives a good idea where the stocks and ETFs might be headed. Look, even though XLF is down big time here, look, it's down 18% year to date, as you can see here. But look, it's above its 5-day exponential moving average as well as above its 10-day exponential moving average. That tells you at this time you can slowly start investing in XLF, and this can be a good one for the long haul. And as you scan through here, the list here, look, we got year-to-date performance right here. So you might wonder, hey, you know what are these two green things here? We got green for XLE. As many of you know, XLE is the energy sector here. It's positive for the year-to-date, as you can see here. So even though it's positive for the year-to-date, look what's going on here. The price is below its 10-day EMA, 20-day EMA, and all the way to below its 50-day EMA and 200-day, 150-day EMA. That tells you, even though for the year it's done well, it's done about 30%, but currently the momentum is not there. It's really going on the opposite direction. That's why I love to look at the EMA here and look at what's trending, what's going above its 5-day EMA and 10-day EMA, and invest there and make some good money along with this trend trading. And as you scan through here, we got one more area, which is XLU. This is the utilities. You got to buy your utilities whether market goes up or down. Look, that's higher in year to date, slightly higher, as you can see here. So on the positive side, utilities are going are above its 5-day EMA as well as 10-day EMA, 30-day EMA, so on and so forth. That tells you utilities is a good sector. Even up here, you could invest in utilities. And as you scan through here, RSI is 57. I would love to invest on a down day here, but utilities is going gangbusters, even though it's done well year to date. As you can scan through few more areas. Keep a watch on 5-day EMA and 10-day EMA. That kind of gives a good idea where the stocks or ETFs might be headed. Look, we got IYT transportation here. Transports are going higher. As you can see here, it's above its 5-day and 10-day EMA, even though it's negative for the year, negative 22%. And as you see some of the big names here, we got SPY, which is S&P 500, and QQQ here. Look, both of these are big ETFs and both are down year to date. Look, they're down 19% and 29% respectively. But look what's going on here. Their SPY just went above its 5-day EMA. And as you scan through here, QQQ is showing some progress. As you can see here, day -2, it's positive. But generally, as you scan through here, QQQ is still not out of the woods here. It has to just slightly go above its 5-day EMA. But right now, it's in a negative pattern right now. But I love QQQ, especially for option trading, to sell put options way below and make some money there. And look, we got SMH here, the semiconductors, which is one of my favorite sectors. But look, it's very much in trouble, as you can see here, with Micron announcing some softness in the demand here. Look, it's below its 5-day EMA nicely and below its 10-day EMA and so on and so forth. This is one of those areas where you could put some money here for the long term, because right now a lot of negative news in the market. You could slowly start putting some money here. As you scan through here, we got a few more here. Look, keep a watch on 5-day, 10-day EMA here. We got some green shoots going on here. Look, TLT bonds are showing some improvement in 5-day, 10-day EMA. So I'll be a little bit wary of bonds here, mainly because Feds are going to start selling bonds. That'll put pressure on the bonds here. And on the other hand, we got KWeb here, Chinese internet names here. Look, that's showing some momentum right here. You could take a look at Chinese internet stocks here, or you could even look at KWeb. It could be a good one here. Similarly, we got Chinese big cap stocks here. Look, we got FXI, Chinese ETF of large cap stocks. It's also showing some momentum here, as you can see here. And RSI 59 tells you it's slightly slightly overextended at this time here. I would love to buy when it's slightly lower here. On the other hand, as you scan through here, we got GLD here, gold. Look, gold is not getting much love here. Gold is down big time, and you could slowly buy and accumulate some gold here, mainly because when the market goes down big time here, gold typically shines. That's why gold is a good one here. And I love XLV here. XLV is healthcare, as many of you know here. Look, it's trending nicely. It's above its 5-day, 10-day, 20-day EMA and even 50-day EMA here. RSI is 55, tells you it's fairly valued at this time here. And look, gold is down big time, like we talked about. GDXJ, same story here. So this is a quick recap for you, so what you can invest in. And I would typically look at 5-day, 10-day, 20-day EMA here. And if the stock is above, especially 5-day, 10-day EMA, then you could invest in those names here. All right, now let's look at some major trends here. There were some major trends in the ETFs here. I love to look at some of those major trends and see if we can invest in those trends. Look, I would go to my personal list here and go to ETF major trend. So look, we got some of the major trend here, starting with SMH, which is semiconductors. Look what's going on here in semiconductors. Like we talked about earlier, it's below its EMA here, 5-day, 10-day, 20-day EMA. At this time, it's completely beaten down here. I would be investing in semiconductors slowly and invest for the long haul here. Look what's going on in the crypto here. Crypto is completely sold off here, below its 5-day, 10-day, all the way back to 200-day EMA here. Crypto is completely sold here. We got Bitcoin, ETN here, GBTC, just $12. This could be also a good one here for the long haul here. You could put some money here and hold it for long term here. As you scan through here, keep a watch on 5-day, 10-day EMA here. Some sectors are turning corner. We got clean energy here. I see ELAN turning some corner, going higher in 5-day, 10-day here. You could buy some clean energy also here. As you scan through RSI, it's 51, tells you it's still ways to go here. And we got one more here, ARC Human Genomic here. Think about all the great human genomic stocks here. Look, it's trying to improve, as you can see here. It crossed its 5-day, 10-day, 20, even 30-day EMA here with the RSI 5052. You could still buy some great human genomic stock here, like NTLA and CRISPR and so on and so forth. And then we got IBB, same story here. Biotechnology got beaten down here, showing some strength. You could buy some biotechnology, down 21% for the year to date here, but still it's showing some strength as we speak here. And then we got one of the early trend here. If you are a trend catcher, you should buy some cybersecurity here. Look, cybersecurity just crossed its 5-day and 10-day EMA. I think it's a good early trend. You could buy some great cybersecurity stocks and go from there. And look, we got a few more here. TAN Solar. Solar is also getting some momentum, as you can see here. Look, Solar is above its 5-day, 10-day, 20, 30 EMA here. RSI is 52, tells you could still buy here. If the RSI is above 55 or so, I would not buy at the time, but this one you could still invest. And you could also look at how the stock had done a day before, which is 1 day ago, 2 days ago, and so on and so forth here. That'll give a good idea what may be trending. Look, some areas like Ethereum as an example, which is a crypto, even though it's below its 5-day EMA, look, it's trying to go above its day minus 5, day minus 6, day minus 7, and even day minus 2, it's positive. That tells you at this time you could slowly buy some of these names here. That's why I got here, day minus 1, day minus 2 tells you 1 day ago, 2 days ago how the stock or ETF has been doing. If you see some positive here, it's also an early indicator. Even before EMA crosses, you could try to understand where this might go. As you can see here, look, from a year-to-date perspective, all these major trends have not made money for anybody, with the Bitcoin and Ethereum being the biggest drops here. Look, Ethereum here down 77%, one of the biggest drop as you can see here. And I know many of you put money into Metaverse. Look, we got Metaverse right here. Metaverse also did not make any money so far here. Folks lost money big time in Metaverse also. And Bitcoin, look, it's also down big time here. Bitcoin ETF down 54%. Self-driving car, the whole electric cars here, that also did not make money. That's why you got to be selective here. This gives me a good idea what's going on here. And look, we got MJ here. This is Cannabis. Cannabis was doing great a while ago here, but look, Cannabis also did not make any money for you in year to date. Even 2021, 2020, you lost money in Cannabis big time here. All right, so with that, we'll look at some great stocks to buy and go from there. I would go to my EMA stock scanner here, and I would start with the top stocks here. What I would do is I would go to my personal list again. Let's start with big stocks here. So what I would do is I would select maybe US stocks here. It's the biggest universe, as many of you know here. From a condition perspective, I would add a condition here and look at big names, big caps to begin with. So I say, capitalization more than, say, let's start with the more than $200 billion. These are the big stocks here. Let's see how these stocks have been doing here. All right, let me add this right here and go from there. Look, we got a bunch of things added here. We got volume 90-day, more than $500,000. We want the stocks to be liquid. Price is more than $8. Looks like we got this twice. I could drop this off here, and let's remove this one here. I have RSI less than 50 to tell me if the stocks are sold off here. I could remove this one here, and we got price history above 5-day moving average. I could remove this one for now here. Gross margin more than 30%. I want this to be good companies. So let's go with that. Net margin positive. I want companies making money. We could even remove this for now, just for our initial scanning here. Then we can add here. Then we got here capitalization here. Capitalization, I could remove all these things here. We got more than $200 billion here. We are looking at mega cap names, as you can see here. So we got here our list here. Let's go with this list here and go from there. All right, let's go and look. We got a small set of companies here. These are big stocks with more than $200 billion market cap. Look, we got our market cap right here, nice and high. And some of them are very high market cap, as you can see here. We could even sort by market cap here. That's one of the reasons I love TC2000. It does a great job here to really, very quick, as you can see here. Look, we got a big stock here, Apple, as many of you know here, $2 trillion market cap, as you can see here. Look, keep a watch on 5-day EMA here and 10-day EMA. Even this big stock, Apple, look, it crossed its 5-day EMA and 10-day EMA slightly here. And even on Friday, stock went higher, as you can see here. RSI is just 47 here. You could still buy this great stock here, Apple, at these levels here. It's a good one. You could buy and hang on to it. Look, Apple did not make you much money here. As you look through here, let's see if we have got if you got year-to-date performance here. We got 2021 here. Let's do one thing. Let's add year-to-date performance here. So you could look at year-to-date performance also along with these names here. I could just click on the plus over here. You can barely see it, and just add one of the condition here or column here, Y2D. So that's the year-to-date performance here. So you can try to see how the stock has been doing year-to-date. Let me just make it a little bit smaller here so we can fit into this this whole chart here. Look, we got year-to-date performance right here as of now, which is good. Let's make some more space here and go from there. All right, so we got year-to-date. I want this to be moved slightly. Let's do one thing. Let's move this to the left here. I want this to be just before 2021, so that way we can look at 2022 year-to-date performance. We got that here. Let's make a little more space here. All right, so I think we are good here. We got a nice space perspective. We're good here. So let's do one thing. Let's go back here and sort by market capitalization and look at the big ones in the beginning. All right, so we got here. Look, from a year-to-date perspective, Apple lost 21%, as you can see here. But look, Apple has done pretty okay back in 2018 during the high inflation environment. So you could buy some Apple at this time, mainly because look, RSI 47 tells you this is sold off here, and all these companies are positive net margin companies. And then we got Microsoft here. Microsoft is one of my favorite stock here. Look, Microsoft is also above its 5-day EMA and 10-day EMA. And look, Microsoft has made money for you back in 2018 during the high inflation environment, mainly because it's a software play here. You could buy some Microsoft also here. And for the folks who want to look at the chart here, we could bring up a quick chart here, so we could look at the chart. Look, we got our quick chart right here. I could put it right here so we could look at some of these stocks. Look, we got Microsoft. As I click at the Microsoft here, we got a quick chart here. Look, Microsoft, even though stock is coming down here, look, on the balance volume is trying to go higher, as you can see here. That's why I like this stock up here. It's a good one to buy and hold. And RSI 49 tells you could still buy this great company here. And we got a few more. I also love Google. Google is a good one here, but Google, as you can see from a trend perspective, it did not cross its 5-day EMA yet. It's completely sold off. Look, it's below its 5-day, 10-day EMA here, and that's also evidenced by RSI here, 43, which is lower compared to both Apple and Microsoft. You could buy this great company. They're doing great under the leadership of Sundar Pichai. I think it's a good company. You could buy this company here. Even Google, look, back in 2018 high inflation environment, they barely lost 2%, which is a good one here. And you might wonder which companies do well during high inflation environment. I could just click on 2008 here and look, we got all these companies here. Look, we got one of my favorite company, Lilly. Lilly has been doing great even back in. Look at Lilly here. It's almost positive all across the board here. It's one of the great company here. Look, RSI 62 because it's company's stock is still going nicely here. Look, stock is on a roll, as you can see here. On the balance volume is going higher. Everybody's buying stocks like Lilly at this time because even though there is a recession fear, stocks like Lilly can do very well. I would be a buyer of Lilly during the pullbacks here. And then you got Merck. Merck is also doing great, as you can see here. During the high inflation environment, look, Merck had done great back in 2018, and even now, look, Merck is having a great time here above its most of these EMAs here. It's doing great. Year to date also it's done great here, 20% performance year to date. That's a great one here. And then you got a few more, as you can see here. Even though Amazon has done well back in 2018, as of now it's struggling. Look at the year to date here, negative 34%. At these levels, you could buy some Amazon here. I could click on this Amazon here. Look at the chart here. It's not done great off late here. After the 20-to-1 stock split, it's kind of struggling. I love it. Look, it has a nice on the balance volume. You could buy some Amazon here. And we got few more here. I love stocks like MasterCard. It's a great one here. MasterCard is also below its 5-day, 10-day EMA, but it's a great one. You could buy some MasterCard here. They will do well. And look, we got few more here. I love stocks like Pfizer. It's a great one here. Look, stock is trying to go higher, and the CEO is very they've got a very good CEO. He's trying to make the these drugs available for poor countries, not for profit, just to help them out. That's a great company, great leadership here. And we got a few more, as you see here. I would put this in the side for now here. And look, we got a few companies. These are all good companies. And keep watch on the EMA 5-day, 10-day here. Some of these companies are crossing the EMA 5-day, 10-day here. You could buy them and go from there. Look, we got AbbVie, one of my favorite companies. You could buy AbbVie also here. Stock is also trying to go higher. As you can see, it's a good one. You could buy some AbbVie up here. RSI 60. But for the folks who are like me, you want to look at the low RSI candidates. Look, we got low RSI candidates right here at the top here. All these stocks, looks no surprise here. Nvidia on the top here, low RSI, and Nvidia is one of the biggest losers, as you can see here, 50% year to date here. I could even click on year to date. Look at the big losers here. Look, from big loser perspective, Meta, Facebook is the biggest loser. And we got Nvidia, Amazon, all these are biggest losers here. And biggest winners year-to-date perspective. Look, we got Merck, Lilly, AbbVie, Coca-Cola, and J&J. Those are the biggest winners in 2022 in the mega cap stocks here. All right, now let's look at little more large cap stocks, not the mega cap, and go from there. So I would go here and remove this market capitalization, or even change it for that matter. So instead of this here, I would add one more condition here. I would say capitalization. I would go right here and say my conditions. I would say capitalization. I want, as of now, I want market cap between, say, 100 and 200 billion. I would choose this one here and go from there. I would just add here, let's say capitalization here. We'll choose a condition, and let's just a capitalization here, and I would just say $100 billion and $200 billion. I would say between, and say 100 and 200. All right, so let's put 200 here. All right, so this is bigger cap name, large cap names here. I like to look at these names also here. Look, from a top performer perspective, we got no surprise here. Energy names on top here. ConocoPhillips at the top, as you can see here, and we got Bristol Myers, which is one of my favorite stock here, doing nicely here. I would be a buyer of Bristol Myers even up here. Look, ConocoPhillips is also, look at the RSI. It's been sold off late here, even though it's done well. Look, it's below its 5-day EMA, 10-day EMA. That tells you some of the momentum is winning away from this stock here. And same is the story with Bristol Myers, but I love Bristol Myers. It's a good one. It's a good one for long term here. And we got a few more here. Look, we got T-Mobile doing well, AT&T, AMZN, all these stocks are doing well here. Look, the year-to-date performance is positive in these names here. So what I'm more interested in is really to look at, before we go further, let's look at year-to-date money losers for you and see who are the bad performers. Look, from a bad performer perspective, we got Intuit, Nike, so on and so forth. Look at the year-to-date performance, all in red, as you can see here. I would, my favorite way to look at this, really look at this year-to-date bad performers and see what's turning the corner. Look, we got Disney here after getting battered here. Disney showing some progress, as you can see here. It's above its 5-day, 10-day EMA. You could put some money here and go from there. Disney back in 2018, it's lost some money for you, but I think overall it's doing pretty well. So you could look at Disney and go from there. Look, Disney has just lost to 1.92% back during the high inflation environment. And we've got a few more here. Look, Adobe, one of my favorite stock here, Creative Cloud. Stock is beaten down big time. You could buy some Adobe also slowly and go from there. And we've got CRM, also big time down, Mark Benioff. It's a SaaS company. You could buy this one also here. And as you scan through here, keep watching a 5-day, 10-day EMA here. Some companies are showing some momentum in 5-day, 10-day EMA. You could look at such names here and buy them and go from there. Look, we got names like Accenture here. We got right here Accenture, not Accenture, right? This one, Lowe's. Lowe's is making some progress here, crossing its 5-day EMA. You could look at that one. And we got Charles Schwab, same story. You could buy some Charles Schwab here. And as you see here, we got one more right here, Wells Fargo trying to turn the corner. And you could buy such companies. Even the company like Goldman Sachs is showing some progress here. All right, now let's do one thing. Let's look at little more smaller market cap companies and go from there. And we could go right here, instead of capitalization 100 to $200 billion, we could change this here. I would say 50 to 100 and go with that. So I would say 50 and 100. So we get a little more smaller companies here. All right, so now we got our criteria here. And from a year-to-date winner perspective, look, we got companies, again, no surprise here. All the energy names are on the top here. Look, nice year-to-date performance in these energy names here. And we got all these are energy names, even Activision Blizzard, because it's being agreed to be acquired by Microsoft. It's higher, as you can see here. And we got Trip.com, TRP, not Trip. Let's see what's TRP here. TRP, okay, again, pipelines here, again, doing well here. Look, most of the energy names are at the top here. And if you want to see what's, even here, as you see here, keep a watch on 5-day, 10-day EMA here. Even though company has done well, I want the stock to cross 5-day, 10-day, 20-day here. I think Occidental Petroleum, even now it's showing some progress here. You could still buy. It crossed its 5-day EMA. Same story with Vertex. Vertex is one of my favorite stock here. It's doing well. It's a biotech company, as many of you know here. RSI 60 could still buy this great company on a pullback here. And you got CNQ, EOG. EOG is one of my favorite play here. You could buy this great company here. It will continue to do well. All right, now let's look at bottom performers year to date. Look, from a bottom performer perspective, we got Netflix here. Netflix, after getting battered big time here, finally it's crossed its 5-day EMA here. At these levels, you could buy some Netflix here as a contrarian. You could be okay here. And then you got a few more here. Look, we got ISRG, Intuitive Surgical, one of my favorite company. You could buy this also. It also crossed its 5-day and 10-day EMA. And you got Moderna. Look, it's making some slow progress after getting beaten down here. I would wait for a little pullback here, mainly because look, RSI is slightly high for me. It's 59. I would wait for a slight pullback and buy Moderna after that. And we got a few more here. Look, we got SHW, which is Sherwin-Williams. After getting battered, it's also making some progress. RSI is still low, 46. You could also buy this great company here. And the list goes on here. I like the ones with the lower RSI and making some progress. And you could invest in such names here. We have one here, HCA. Again, this also got beaten down, making some progress, bouncing back. You could buy this one also. All right, now let's go back here, change this and look at even smaller cap names here. So now we're going to look at stocks between let's see here, we got 50 to 100 billion. Let's look at 1 to 50 billion and go from there. All right, I would say 1 billion and 50 billion. All right, let's go with this list here and see who are the winners. Look, from a winner perspective in this small, a little bit, I mean, I would not call these small caps, still larger caps. Look, we got few of these names on top here: STNG, Scorpio Tankers, again energy here, and we got LNTH. Again, uh, it's also doing very well, as you can see here, and we got AMR, which is Alpha Metallurgical Resources. All these are doing well, but more importantly, keep a watch on 5-day EMA here. Some of these stocks, even though they have done well year to date, they are petering out, as you can see here, giving bit back. But look, stocks like TPTX looks like this has been agreed to be acquired. I would not go here now. But you could look at stocks like HRB. HRB has been doing very well off late, as many of you know here, but slightly higher RSI. I would look at better names here instead of HRB. It's been doing gangbusters, as you can see here. You can also look at low RSI candidates here. Those are my favorite ones to slowly invest and make some money here. All right, now let's do one thing. Let's look at year-to-date losers here. That list intrigues me, because you could try to see if the momentum is improving. You could buy such names here. Look, we got one right here, Neo. Its stock is battered down here, but it crossed its 10-day EMA and 20-day EMA. You could buy some Neo and go from there. And look, we got few more here. EMA crossing. We got RNG here. RNG, you could look at this company here. Look, we got RNG right here. Ring Central. Many of you know these stocks have done very well. Back in COVID-19 days, everybody wanted to work from home. It's showing some strength here after getting battered big time here. You could buy some Ring Central here. Somebody can acquire this great company and go from there. And look, we got few more here. We talked about this one already, Neo. And keep watch on this RSI here. You got ADPT here, Adaptive Technology Biotech. It's also making some progress. You could buy this one also here. And you got BHC. This got clobbered, as many of you know here. Bosch. You could buy some Bosch also here. And we got a few more. Look, we got TXG, 10X Genomics, showing some progress here. And beaten down stock Lift, not showing any progress yet. But look, we got a few things here like Confluent here. Confluent is a great software company, showing some progress here. You could buy Confluent even up here. It will do very well. And we got a few more here. Look, we got Tulio here. Not Tulio, HCP here. HCP is HashiCorp. Stock got clobbered. You could buy some HCP also here. So with that, thank you very much. Happy investing and trading. Have a good one.